Wielder of cold sweetness, servant of justice, warrior of ice cream, ensuring evil is getting its just desserts and treating the world to a tasty treat. I am Captain Neopolitan! Now for the sake of the world, I'll save the day! Hey YouTube, and hello everyone who joined. Great to have you all here. It's finally happening. Finally here on YouTube. I mean, at least live, you know. Not over recordings. Hello James. Hello Rye, and hello Faith. Hello Frog. It's great to have you all here. Well, the stream is officially started, so now it's time for me to answer any questions you have. Wait, I'm totally missing school for this? Oh boy, don't get in trouble. Hey Faith. And hello Rye. It's great to have you all here. Also, I hope you like the background. Blue thought it would be great if I reappeared where I first appeared in the first place, you know? Ah, my favorite ice cream flavor. Well, believe it or not, it's actually strawberry. Uh-oh. Hang on, stream's having a problem. Yes, I do like ice cream. Despite the fact that I have the power to make it, I do actually enjoy eating ice cream. Out of all the villains I faced, who's the worst? A very good question indeed. One moment. Hang on. Something's going on. What's going on with the stream? Uh-oh. Why does it say that? Something's wrong with the stream health. Is everything... Oh, hey, Alistair. Quick question to everyone who joined. Is the video coming through okay? It says the status isn't exactly going well. I don't think it was you guys who broke the stream. Blue's Wi-Fi has been acting up a little. Let's see here. Oh, the stream's fine? Oh, okay. I wonder what's going on then. Alright, although, so let's see. Where was that question? Out of all the villains you face, who's the worst? Good question. You know, I would actually have to say it's Diesel Ted's new partner, Lady Goldust. She was a former hero at one point, but due to unknown reasons that we still don't know, obviously, she has turned her back against justice itself and now has joined the side of evil. She was a very talented hero, and she heirs from the legendary hero family known as the Goldust family. Apparently her rite of passage was actually supposed to be taking down Diesel Ted, but we're not really sure what went wrong. We know she lost the fight, but next thing we know, she helped him escape. And now we know she's also helping him with heists. On occasion, she'll fight other heroes too, and that can be pretty dangerous. I faced her once, but I wasn't alone, thankfully. Otherwise, things might have gone a completely different way. Let's see here. What's my favorite sweet treat? Believe it or not, it is actually strawberry cream pie. You're eating pizza. Pizza is actually a real tasty treat, huh? You always give ice cream to others, but who gives me ice cream? Huh. Very good question. Well, you know, I may not get ice cream every day like I get to share with everyone else, but I do actually get a good hug or a handshake from fans every now and then, and I get selfie, so it's not the worst thing to not get ice cream, but I've had a couple fans share some ice cream with me. No, James. If you tried to eat my hair, it would not taste like ice cream. Sorry to disappoint you, but that's not how this works. Neo, what's your go-to wedding planner? Asking for a friend. Really, Alistair? Come on. You're funny. Blue, actually. But that depends on if I meet or ever have a partner. Hang on a minute. Is the stream acting up again? Oh. Aw, thanks, Rye. Thanks for the ice cream. I really appreciate it. Aw, Faith, you want a hug? Of course, you can have a hug. Giving hugs is something I generally have to do almost on a day-to-day basis. I must owe a lot of people hugs without even realizing it. Is there like a debt for owing people hugs? Oh well. Hug-free Faith. Am I a fan of cartoons? Because you may or may not be a fan of cartoons in the flesh. Huh. Well, yeah, actually, I'm a huge fan of cartoons. I'm actually a huge Moon, Sailor, and Super Ranger cartoon fan. For all of you, that would probably be the equivalent of the show. I think it actually goes by a different name where you all are from. So, for me, it's called that, whereas you all would probably call it Power Rangers and Sailor Moon, if I'm correct. Also, sure, Alistair, you can tell a joke. Aw, thanks for the head pats, James. I really appreciate it. Oh, Blue forgot to turn on some of the background music. Oh, shoot. Hang on. Why is this stream so bad? Hang on. Hang on. Why is it set so high? Hang on. Brace yourselves, the thing might lag. Let's try that. Uh-oh. Let me know if everything's still messed up. It should be... Not really sure what's going on. Do I ever catch a break from being a superhero? Actually, it's not that hard to get a break as a hero, or at least for my scheduling. See, I do have certain days off, but I also go out on patrol whenever I wear my casual clothes, and generally that can just turn into being like taking a walk. Just walk around the city day to day. It's good exercise, and it ensures that I'm always vigilant. So, yeah. Sometimes I go out in costume, sometimes I dress up just in normal clothes and then do my fancy transformation to show off when I fight crime, or prepare for an event. Is the microphone still cutting out? Let's see. Oh wait, I think I know what went wrong. Hang on. Let's see. It should be... I think I know what it is. Needs to be this much, I think. Hopefully that works better. Diesel is causing problems. Aw, thanks, Rexy. I appreciate it. Not sure what's going on. Why is it... Not sure what's going on or why it's lagging. Okay, so Rexy can hear me loud and clear, but it still says the stream is... What's going on? Is there a way... There might be one thing I can do. Oh. I heard there is a silly little teenager who wants to be a hero. Shy, I think her name is. If you ever met her, would you help her teach her to be a hero? Of course! I would help anyone be a hero at this point. Especially since I'm taking on a new sidekick as my hero. Or, sorry, I'm taking on a sidekick to be my new to be a hero. Especially if you think about it. After I teach Scoops how to be a hero and they move on to do their own hero work, or we do hero work with me, they'll take on a sidekick at some point too if they want. So I don't see why I couldn't teach. So I don't see why I couldn't help teach you anything either. I'd be happy to teach you. Oh, is it working now? I'm seeing messages saying it's working. Well, if it's working, then great. Oh boy. Do I have any siblings? No, actually. I'm, just an only child. Although, if you consider it, I guess, though some people do consider me like an older brother or a father figure, how does adopting like that even work anyway? Huh. See, I hope everything's still running as it should. Neo, I know you're a hero from Another world. I know a hero from another world. His name is Geode. I think, could you show him the ropes of being a hero on Earth? Oh, of course! I'd love to. I'd love to show I'd love to show him the ropes of being a hero. Be my pleasure. What's my favorite shark? I'm not sure. Never been asked that before. Let's see, favorite shark? Out of the ones I can think of, I would have to say the whale shark, since it's probably the friendliest one. What's my favorite animal? Oh, that's a good one. A favorite animal? Oh gosh, what is my favorite animal? I'll have to come back to you on that one. That's a good question. What do you do when you accidentally burn the kitchen? Asking for a friend? I hope that's a joke and not literal. I hope that's a hypothetical question. 'Cause I can't exactly help you right now at the moment. Yeah. Student Lady Shield is really grateful. Can't wait to tell her. And she'll see that her force field power is useful. Oh, awesome! Can't wait to see her force field powers in action. Rexy, favorite prehistoric species? Oh, you mean like favorite dinosaur? That's something I can try to answer the best I can. Let's see. I would have to say a Actually, wait. Does Futabosaurus count? I think a Futabosaurus counts, right? Or is that a completely different time period? Well, I can only hope. Well, it's a dinosaur, isn't it? I mean, does that count? Hypothetical? Yes. I'm right. Alistair, your question is, what's your opinion on mochi powers? Now, that is something I'd love to see. Mochi powers is, I mean, ice cream powers is one thing. Mochi, that would be a completely another cool thing to see. There are other superpowers like mine that have like food or some sort of sweet power tied to it, but I haven't seen anything like mochi yet. That would actually be really cool. Blue has just informed me that the stream is now doing much better. He says the connection is excellent. Nice. Oh, and there it went. Oh dear. If I take a second to respond, it's because the chat is moving a little slow. I only hope that's for other reasons. Oh dear. Let's see. Okay. I think I'm gonna eat the, I'm just gonna nab myself one of Blue's chocolate muffins, or chocolate chip muffins that he got from the store. Let me fiddle around. Why is it still moving so slow? Let me see. Settings. Oh. Take care, Alistair. It was great to have you in the stream, and it was great to finally talk with you. Blue said a lot of great things about you. Take care. I hope that's not... Oop. In return, I hope you receive the little gifts that were sent by Lady Shield. She hopes you like them, Captain Neo. Oh yeah, Blue got them. Rai, you said you have something to say? What? Oh, you're not the one cursing me. It's just Blue's computer. It's, he just needs to get a better one sometime soon. He's been working on it. No, I'm not a muffin thief. He said I could have one. Honest. I'm not a muffin thief. I wouldn't take these unless Blue said I could. I'm sure he wouldn't mind. Next question. Just received word from Geode. He's very excited on coming down to Earth. Just be careful, he is a bit big and terrifying, but deep down he's a sweetheart and gentleman. Oh, good to know. Thanks, Rexy. This muffin's good. Also, Rai, you're not the one cursing the stream. I think Blue forgot to fiddle with some of the controls and settings before anything else happened. You're not the one cursing the stream, Rai. You're fine. It's also good that Blue left me some water in one of his mocha... What is this? It's his mocha cappuccino protein drinks, made with Arabic coffee. Huh. Look at that. Oh, you forgot to tell me something, Alistair? What's up? Go ahead and tell me what you need to, Alistair. It's alright. Rai was bored and Faith turned Neo into things like a child, gingerbread... Wait. A gender bend, even a unicorn? Wait. I was bored, Faith, and turned Neo into turned me into things like gender bend and even a unicorn? Interesting. Never imagined myself as a unicorn before. Huh. Also, Faith, don't worry. Blue is just letting you know that, certain conditions need to be met first. This muffin is great. Mmm. Oop. Gotta hope everything's running right. Let's see here. Let's see. Oh. What's your favorite way to get around town? Your best way to get around town is use your spaceship. Oh man, I love a spaceship. That sounds so cool. Believe it or not, I actually just prefer walking. It's usually how I get around for the sake of patrols, but I actually prefer walks because I get to interact with amazing and fun fans such as yourselves. Now, there are a few people I do need to set boundaries with and say, hey, I can't stay around and chat forever. I do have a city to protect after all. But for the most part, I prefer walking. It's a good exercise and it's pretty nice to get around. Although I do like to use my ice cream powers and slide and skate all over the place. I don't do it too often because it can leave a huge mess of ice cream behind for someone to clean up, and I'd rather not inconvenience anyone. Faith, me and Rai are evil. Uh-oh. Your little friend Summer says hi and that she's a big fan and hopes I'm having a great day. Aw, thanks! Tell your friend Summer I said hi back to them. Tell them I said hi. And I hope they have a great day too. Also, take care, Alistair. Head out and do what you gotta do. Alistair's a great guy. Shame I'm not able to be around as much as Blue is, but Blue does say a lot of good things about him. In fact, he's mentioned a few great things about all of you all, too. It's a shame we can't share these muffins over stream. I wonder if we could do that, you know, like, what was it, Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, where Willy Wonka teleports chocolate with his TV camera, and people can reach out in the screen. Then I can offer you all muffins, and then you all could have one. Oh. Well, tell your friends Fendon and Oliver I said hi as well, Alistair. Oh. Fiddling around with this computer because Blue forgot to do a couple things. Let's see. I'm too kind? Well, I appreciate the compliment, Rexy. I think you're amazing yourself. Uh-oh, YouTube's acting up again. Let's see. Mike TV. Oh, yeah, that's the kid. Yeah, that's right. That's the kid who got swept up in the into the show. Uh-oh. Can't let her at the park, but I don't want to make a mess. Whoop. And it says YouTube's going down again. You turned me into a merman? Huh. Wonder what that would have been like. Under the sea, under the sea. Wonder what's going on. So many things open. You... wait. A princess? What would that even look like? How can I be a hero and a princess at the same time? I mean, I guess I could wear a knight armor, but then how do I get the princess gown effect that, you know, most princesses have? How do you get hero and princess design? Huh. Never thought about that. How did I come up with my costume design? That's a very good question. At first, I would actually like to point out my initial costume design actually was a very simplistic one, and that's back when I tried to only use one flavor of ice cream, and that's because I was trying to hide my powers and make it look like a ice-themed power. Which it's not too far off, but I went by the name of Snowball, and after a while, though, I decided that I wanted to embrace the whole ice cream man attire, but I wanted something still kind of uniquely mine. And I was just one day literally hanging out with one of my old mentors, and they even actually proposed the idea that I would, what if I tried making a 3-colored ice cream instead of trying to choose one color to represent one flavor. And they suggested the ice cream they were eating, which was Neapolitan at the moment. So I took it to, there's actually artists and designers who usually come up with costumes, but I took the initial idea from a friend who pitched it and took it to the designers and asked what they should do. They usually, the designers are the ones who usually make and design our costumes, though they can also make it for us if we already have a design made in advance. Wait. Let's see here. Hang on. Have I ever traveled the globe during missions? Yes, I have. Although, most of the stuff I end up traveling around for, I'm kind of like, how do I put this? Not really a mercenary, because that's not necessarily hero work. It's more like I'm a floater hero, if that makes sense. Floater heroes tend to travel to other cities as well as other areas and potentially other places around the world should the need arise, or if more heroes are needed in a specific area. I generally stay in one particular city for the most part, no, not for the most part. I do travel around a fair amount. So yes, I do travel around a lot, though It's generally just for emergency requirements, like should a hero become injured, I would go in and fill in their position should they need a spare hero. Or in the event that they just need some time off, or if something should happen and they just need a little more help in case crime gets a little more serious. But yeah, I've traveled around quite a bit. Not too far from home, though. They must be so lucky to have me as a friend. Oh, believe me, I'm lucky to have them as a friend. It's honestly, I think one of the more fun parts of being a hero is getting to be friends with other heroes, too. Oh, you fell asleep, Mallow? It's okay, Mallow. Blue let me know in advance that you may not be able to be here for as much, so don't you worry. And if you need to sleep, then go ahead and sleep. You don't need to worry. If you can't make it to this stream, there will be plenty more after this. I do plan on making some comebacks. Trust me. Actually, no. I get a good sleep. Trust me. It's important. I would recommend everyone gets a good night's sleep. Oh, wait. Oh, Mallow won't sleep. Oh. Mallow, you should know better. As anyone should, you all need at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep. And Blue has let me know that a fair amount of you have been staying up way past your bedtime and not getting the sleep you need. Come on, guys. You need to take better care of yourselves. Ah, hello, Arrow. Welcome to the stream. Real quick question. The music that Blue has playing in the background isn't too loud, is it? Hang on 1 second. Just need to go behind the camera and fix something. Hang on. And there we go. I'm back. You were excited about the debut. Oh, that's alright. You had to go see some stuff. Blue mentioned that in advance as well, so don't worry. It is I, says Arrow. Great to have you here. We're teens, what do you expect? Well, just because you're teens, I suppose I'd expect a bit of a rebellious side, but still. Come on now. Very good, Rexy. Go to bed on time. Alright, don't need to cry in a corner, come on. Well, it's great to have you it's great to have you here, Arrow. Alright. And I'm starting to think there might be some latency. I'm still here. There must be a delay on these messages and such, so don't panic. That was a good muffin. We don't have sleep in our word books, but we're hypocritical people, and we shall tell everyone but ourselves to sleep. Guys, come on. You need sleep. Honestly, you're not the only ones. Scoops themselves hasn't been sleeping all that much either. I mean, they were drowsy when I came to pick them up the next day when I needed to help them move into my apartment. Don't forget to get some sleep yourself. You need to be at your best so you can save people. Don't worry, I'm getting enough sleep as I'm... Sorry. Don't worry. I make sure to get a good night's sleep every day, anytime I can. For the most part, I do. I usually work day shift. I wonder why YouTube's acting up. Let's see. There must have been something I forgot to mess around with. Yes, you do need sleep, right? You do need sleep. Hey, yeah, that's an idea. Why don't we all have a sleepover? Then you all can get the sleep you need. Probably should have lowered something before I started this. Let's see if there's anything I can do about it. I wouldn't try trying to outrun me. Trust me, chasing supervillains as well as troublemakers or any crook will give me the strength and stamina I need to chase down any troublemaking teenager who doesn't want to go to bed when they should. Uh-oh, my cuts are back. Let's see. Is there a way I can pause the stream? Let's see. That's buffering a lot. wonder what's going on. Uh-oh. Let's try apply that and see if that does anything. I don't think that worked. Oops. I apologize in advance for a lot of the lag. I think Blue forgot to mess with one of the settings before he went live. Oops. I'll have to talk with him next time we try to do this. You'll bring your... Wait. Ah, you'll bring your bestie Shy. Awesome. You haven't had an 8 hours sleep. Yeah, you're probably not going to run very far if you haven't had a good sleep. You'll send Shy over with force fields. That'll be a huge help. Oop. Definitely gonna have to fiddle with this around next time. Whew. So I hope everyone's having a good day, as they should. Oops. Oh dear. It's all good, Mal. If you have to leave, that's alright. Blue told me that you'd have to get up extra early if considering you'd have to see that what time you would be able to see it. So it's all right. How's Scoops doing? Well, is the hero life all the buzz they wanted? Huh. Well, they're doing pretty well. I mean, actually, something happened the other day. Blue will actually inform you all about it later. But, I think they're enjoying it. I mean, for the most part, they just seem a little tired and sleepy because they're not sleeping well. But other than that, everything seems to be going pretty well. Okay, James. If you gotta go, take care. But yes. Don't worry, Scoops is working really hard. In fact, they might be working a little too hard. Last night, I walked in on them and they were doing a lot of studying, reading up on villains as well as other heroes, taking a lot of notes and trying to make sure everything added up. But yeah, take care, James, and take care, all right? And the stream quality is back to normal. Huh. Wonder why it keeps bouncing. Coding overloaded considering turned down preset. What's the encoding thing? Yes, Scoops definitely needs sleep. If only you all could be there to help convince them to get the sleep they needed. How's Scoops doing with their mental health? I mean, I'm not aware that they have any mental health conditions. I mean, they seemed flustered when I popped up on stage and then they fainted when I announced they would be my sidekick, but I haven't heard anything about that. Or at least not that they've told me, or not that I've noticed. So, I mean, but for the most part we just started, so I don't think there's anything wrong just yet. And if there is, they'll reach out and tell me when they're ready. And the stream thing went down again. Oh boy. Great. Yeah, the music's really nice. Also, hello, John. Welcome. think some comments are coming back in a little late, so if I take a second to respond, or if I respond a little different, it's just know that some of the things are a little messy. But we'll have to keep this in mind next time. I wonder if I could make an appearance tomorrow. If things don't work out as well as they could with the stream or stuff, then perhaps Blue can schedule actually another thing. Or schedule another stream, and then perhaps I can make another appearance tomorrow. He'll have to check my schedule to make sure I'm not doing anything else before then. Are there any heroes that you may consider good friends of yours? Yes, there are. There's actually quite a few of them. I will say, though, that there are a few heroes I don't quite get along with. It's not that they're... It's not... As far as I can tell, it's not so much they hate me, it's just, I might come off a little strong, headstrong, or a little too energetic, is what they say. But, for the most part, yeah, there's actually some really nice people that I'm really good friends with. Which I think is great about this job. There are some who might cause a bit of trouble or stir. They also could just be a little moody at times, though they tend to be the night shift workers, or they tend to do more of the serious jobs, which I fully respect and understand. So I'm not going to be hard on them about it. But yes, I do have some very close hero friends. Let's see, actually, what would be some that I can name off the top of my head? Let's see. A couple of them are actually mentors of mine. I don't talk to them as much as I used to, but there are some that I've talked to on occasion. Or still talk to. And then I think one really close friend of mine is a superhero called Night Owl. From what I've told, basically... The best comparison I've been told is he's kind of like our own variation of Batman. He's one of the night workers, but honestly, he comes off much like an older brother of mine, and though he wouldn't admit it himself personally, he really does care a lot. Oh dear, the chat rate seems to be going down. Oops. Is there a way I can pause the stream? I think there was. Let me look again. You find me a kind and very adorable guy? Oh, I appreciate that. I really do. It's very nice of you, Rexy. Quality might be dropping again in a minute. Let's see here. No, may not. Thanks, Faith. Night Owl is actually pretty awesome. Honestly, I've been on a few missions with him before, actually. And, I'd like to think that me and him are still pretty close, even though we don't talk as much as we used to. Is there a villain you encounter who was annoying to you? Yeah, there's been a handful of them, of course. I think that just comes with the territory of being a superhero. There's some supervillains you're gonna face, and some are gonna be a little more annoying than others. Some are scary. But, as far as villains that I found annoying, I think there was one villain, actually. I haven't seen him in a good while, but there was this villain named Indivar? Something like that. He kind of looked like some sort of classy horned demon character. Kind of like the ones you'd see from like I guess a dating game almost. But, yeah. Do I have any small stories? Yes, I do. Let me see if I can think of one. Let me see. Let's see, very good question. I think there was the time that I encountered a car chase. So the way this would go is I was out on my my daily patrol, and everything seemed to be going just fine. That's when I got a report that there was an ongoing car chase with the police, and they were heading right towards my area. After suiting up and then getting into position, I spotted the speeding car down the road and proceeded to create my own little ice cream slide and started skating after them. I would even use my ice cream as a means of like propelling myself like a rocket, like a rocket blast. I managed to land on top of the car, but I didn't stay on for very too long because then they shook me right off. Thankfully, I grabbed hold of the back end with a ice cream hand and started creating ice cream underneath my feet so I would just slide along. That was crazy, though. They did the best they could to swing the car left and right, trying to swing me into other cars. Before I knew it, I was jumping and trying to hang on with all my might. It was kind of like one of those ski boats that you see. You know, the boats that pull people on the water skis as they slide across the water. It was like that, but with ice cream and a lot more danger now that I think about it. I feel bad for a lot of the people I flew past. Yeah. Getting ice cream all over their car probably wasn't probably wasn't ideal for them. I wonder if I still guessed what their favorite was as I flew past. Because I kept changing the flavors of ice cream as I bounced all over the cars and kept trying to dodge and not hurt anyone or damage the cars, but I wonder. But yeah, during the car chase, I had to think fast because there was an oncoming construction site that they were going to drive through. So what I ended up doing was focusing and creating a huge wall of ice cream for the car to crash into. Thankfully, I made it a little less cold and frozen and more slushy-like. So when they crashed into it, there wasn't really any loud crashing or damage towards the car. But promised to keep a secret, I went flying and got my head stuck in the ice cream for a little bit. That was one of my first serious missions I in the heat of the moment, had to take care of. And, yeah. But then Officer Zoe made her appearance, pulling up right behind. And before the crooks knew it, they were handcuffed, and the stolen goods were returned to their proper owners. Oh. You missed half of the story, Faith? It's okay. I can retell you later. I can retell you in just a moment. Mallow asked a question. Tell you what. I'll retell the story in just a moment. This Indivar guy, as you, named Mallow, we're not really sure who he is. But, in fact, we're not even fully sure we understand his power. Some powers operate in an energy sense and operate in a telepathic or telekinetic way, and it's rare to see powers alter reality and matter around them, but some powers like that do exist, and some borderline reach a sense of magic almost, and that's where Indivar seems to float. Or at the very least, his power is based on a sense of magic, or that's how he envisions it. We do, however, know that he has a weakness to crosses. Something like a crucifix, or one of those things that some church, or one of those beaded pearl things that people at church use. I'm not sure what they're called. I haven't been able to catch him myself personally. Thankfully, some other heroes must have been dealing with him as of late, though we have heard rumor that he's gone into hiding until further notice. But I'll quick recap on the story, Faith, so you don't totally miss out on it. The thing about the car chase was I grabbed hold of the car with an ice cream hand to keep myself from falling off, but then I had to create ice cream underneath my feet so I would slide after them. But the ice cream, I noticed, kept changing flavors as I jumped and skidded past and ran over a bunch of other cars, trying to not get swung or crashed off. And I still wonder if I was actually guessing what their favorite flavor was in the heat of the moment. I actually learned later that the crook's favorite flavor was the one I was using to hold onto the car. I had to think fast, though, because there was an oncoming tunnel construction site, and if I wasn't careful, they would have ran through the construction site, not only injuring and possibly causing a lot more destruction, but also would have escaped into a tunnel that I wouldn't have been able to chase after them with. And, well, I created an ice cream wall, and I was sent flying after the car stopped, and I couldn't stop myself falling headfirst into the ice cream slush wall. Brain freeze isn't exactly a pleasant experience. Magic power, huh? Maybe you can provide some insight despite being from outer space and all. That'd be great, Rexy. We'd really appreciate it. There are some powers that operate like that. But if you can actually help out, we'd really appreciate it. Seems the stream might be a little bit laggy still. Rats. Uh-oh. Hang on, why isn't this... Oh, there we go. Oop. Hope everything's working as it should at the moment. I can't really see what's happening. Oh dear. Let's see, in the meantime, until I figure out whether or not, if YouTube is responding as it should or not, actually, hang on, I saw something. What crimes did Indivar do before he went into hiding? Well, for the most part, he tended to just cause a bit of trouble. Mainly just small-time crimes, for the most part, make an appearance and then show off, blast a few powers, cause some property damage, and then he would proceed to... If I can remember correctly, it was just some general robbery. And then he would also... Yeah, it was just general robbery, but he would steal clothes or really just rob some convenience stores. But he would fight some heroes on occasion, and he would sometimes go out of his way looking for a fight or even just a simple prank. We're still not sure exactly what his full plan is. But whatever it is, we can't really be all that good. And if it's not a plan at all, we still have to catch him. Also, thanks, Rexy. We appreciate that. Wonder why it's still lagging. Oh, don't worry, Faith. I didn't get hurt. Well, too bad. It was mainly the brain freeze from the ice cream wall. That was cold. Let me see if that button binding would help. Oh wait, is there not a pause stream? Guess not. Wonder if... Well, it does look like his robbery may have just been for the sake of fun, but I wouldn't be too sure. Some of us think there might be something else going on behind the scenes. A few heroes have actually... Now I remember. A few heroes actually recall fainting, if not passing out, after meeting him. And when that happened, they said they had a weird dream where it seemed like he was talking to them inside a large black void. There were odd little whispers and voices, almost like they were encouraging them to follow in Divar. I've actually had an encounter like that myself, and it's a little scary what he can do. Honestly, I'd rather not have that happen again. But I'm not going to let that happen. After all, it's going to take a lot more than some mind control to stop me from saving the world. It's nice to have some coffee and water. Wonder if there's anything else. Might have to stop stream a moment, but considering it. Maybe he's after something bigger, but he's causing distractions to keep us off his scent. Huh. Very good thinking, Rexy. In fact, that's what a lot of others seem to think too. I'm not really the one who's supposed to go after him, though. Though, he does seem to appear whenever I'm around. It's not as often as it was before, but it is something I have noticed. He tends to appear whenever I'm around. It's happened multiple times, Mallow. Personally, I've only had my mind invaded 2 times, if I recall, but the first time is the one I remember the most, considering how strange it was. It was pretty terrifying. Also, does being a supervillain mean you have to steal candy from a baby? Is that a thing or rite of passage all villains go through? Just to show that you're a supervillain? Huh. But what if you already stole candy from a baby when you were a kid? Or what if it wasn't candy, what if it was a cookie? 'Cause then, wouldn't you already be on the path to villainy? Or would you be... Huh. I wonder. Maybe if we keep kids from stealing candies, cookies, or other things, they don't become villains? Or is there something else that's causing them to do that? But I got off topic. But yeah, it has happened on more than one occasion, but it's only been the 2 times from what I recall. One time when I first... Actually, wait, was it the first or... Actually, it may have been the 3rd... I can't remember what time it was exactly, but one of the times I encountered in Divar, and I was giving a statement to the police officer that was there, he invaded when I was talking to them. I woke up surrounded by a couple of officers after the whole affair. Thankfully, I wasn't actually hurt and there wasn't anything wrong, but it was clear, a very clear psychic attack. Actually, wait, I think it was 3 times. Yeah, that's right. There was a hero I was working with. Andrew, I think? He carries like a large cross on his back. He kind of has a similar hairstyle to me, too. I was with him one time, and then I don't know. He attacked my mind there. Andrew seemed unaffected, thankfully, and that must have been because of the giant cross he was carrying on his back. And then, let's see. The other time was when I was saving a hostage who actually escaped Duskfall Magician's clutches, and they actually went into the cell I was being held in at the time, and that's actually a key factor in how I became a higher rank hero than I was before. Yeah, I was actually wondering if you stole candy from I would assume stealing candy from a sibling would count. Maybe he was just being silly to give a look on who he is on the outside. He really is on the inside, or behind the scenes? I suppose it's possible, Mallow. That might be what it is. Though, I can't understand why someone would do that. Actually, wait. Oh, that's right, he did do something weird. I had the media and the police asking a bunch of questions after it happened. He said he loved me or something? Not really understanding that. I mean, for the most part, villains flirt all the time, and it's really just a tactic. Let that be a lesson, though. If supervillains are flirting or going on about something like that, it's generally a tactic to just throw heroes off their guard. Which would explain a lot, especially when you consider cartoons and comics. They generally have that smooth and rather flirtatious tone so they can throw heroes off guard. That, or they're so confident in their plans that they don't realize they might be in trouble. He tried it one time, although it wasn't I think it wasn't exactly the most ideal way of convincing me. What if a bad guy came after you, Faith? Or anyone in the chat? You don't gotta worry. There's heroes in all sorts of places. And just remember, not every superhero wears a cape or a costume. Sometimes the real heroes are the ones you least expect. And besides, no supervillain would come near any of you with me here. Oh, that YouTube artist that Blue was watching posted a new video. Interesting. Don't tell him that I'm looking at his YouTube. I wonder why it's... I might reset the stream if, in a minute. 'Cause if I can, I might be able to adjust the settings so it doesn't lag so much or cause all these errors. I really don't want to do that because that might take a good amount of time. I think for a minute I'm going to try to stop streaming and... Oh. Wait, hang on, I got a question from Mallow. Has he only mind-controlled me, or has he done it with others? He has actually done it with other... Indivar has actually tried mind-controlling other heroes. Not just me. He's done it... He's tried mind-controlling lots of other heroes, too. Thankfully, it doesn't always work out the way he wants it to. And the mind control doesn't normally last long. Since some are figuring out his weakness, we're finding out ways